All right. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics Presents. This is the artist Andrew speaking, and we are live streaming. Once again, it is the Hero Hour. Yeah. Welcome back to Misfit Corner Comics Presents. This is the artist Andrew. Just checking the volumes. Just checking the volumes, making sure we're good there. And we are. Mike was asking tonight, he says, hey, you want to set up your computer so that I can, so that he and Blake could work on a Lego set. And I said, yeah, that'd be great, except for the fact that for some reason, my video, my QuickTime video, which is what I record the sketches and so forth with, didn't want to work right last night because I did a whole sketch, and then next thing I know, the video kind of like deleted itself, and I'm like, what the hell happened? So
what did you do?
I don't know. It worked later on after I recorded another video, but for some reason the video of me drawing the sketch got completely blown away. I don't know what happened. So I'm worried if he spends like an hour to a half hour half hour to an hour putting together a Lego set and then it not record. You know? It's just not good. It's not good at all.
Yeah, you need something else to record with other than QuickTime.
Yeah, well, that's what I got. That is what I got. All right. Actually, I'm opening up my camera now. Start a new video recording. Move it over, and we're going to get started drawing. Happy day. I did not want to go to work today, but I did. I did my job. Because nobody was in the office. My boss wasn't there. My coworker wasn't there. So it was just me by myself, pretty much. And we had Blake coming. So I decided at lunchtime, which I took an early lunch, I'd come home and, hang out here and just work from home. And I just didn't want to work. I did work, but I didn't want to. Oh. So anything new and interesting happening in the world that I need to know about? Because I haven't been paying attention to nothing today.
No.
No? Okay. All right. Almost there.
Why would you ask me?
Well, I don't know. I figured you pay attention to what's going on in the world.
No, I hate what's going on in the world.
No. Okay, well.
I don't pay attention to anything, dude.
All right. So what am I going to sketch today?
I don't know.
Got to see if I got an idea roaming around in my head that I want to draw. Maybe I can flip through a comic and find some inspiration. Nope. That was Marvel. I didn't find any inspiration there.
You got to go to back issues to find inspiration in a Marvel comic.
Yeah, that is true.
You got to hit those back issues, man.
I haven't even yet looked at those 50 centers that we bought. I don't know what all I got in there. So
I just went through mine in a video.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw there was a video from you. We were playing that villainous game, and
yeah, no thanks.
It takes a long time to win that game. They're still out there playing it now.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I told my daughter she has to go out and find a new boyfriend.
Why?
Because Raphael didn't know the difference between DreamWorks movies and Disney movies.
There's a difference?
There's a difference. Because we mentioned a DreamWorks movie. He says, is that a Disney movie? It's like, oh my God, you're killing me. And then I decided to give him a quiz and, name some DreamWorks movies and some Disney movies and see if he knew the difference. And he failed miserably. I think he may have done it on purpose, but oh well. Hey, D, how's it going? It says Avery got a shout out from EVS on his live stream. Oh, really? When did that happen?
I don't know.
Oh. Tell us more.
Is it when I super chatted him the other day? I don't know.
Oh, maybe. Yeah, he's going to be talking about you very soon, isn't he?
No.
Aren't you going to send him something?
Dude, shut up.
Well, who's going to go run off and tell him? Oh, well. He says EVS likes his colors. Yes, okay.
Cool. Oh, yeah. D super chatted like the other day. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, D's been plugging us.
that's very cool. We appreciate it, D. We appreciate it. Oh, yeah, D.
He didn't know it was specifically me. He did that first time because I super chatted because I believe it was D again. Plugged us.
D, I sent you a message through Twitter. So if you get an opportunity, if you haven't already seen it, go get it. Go see it there. But you'll understand. It's one of these private things just between us. You know. He'll understand. I don't know how often he goes to Twitter, so. But I ended up finishing up my workday from home, and I was wrapping up like around 3:30. I said, all right, I'm done. So I went and told my wife, hey, I'm going to log off and, maybe take a little rest, maybe a nap or something. And I got back to my computer, and there was a message from one of the upper management people saying, give me a call right away. And I'm like, oh, crap. What happened? What's going on? Turns out they were trying to provide some information to some other people, and she was contacting me about getting the information. It just so happens that everything she asked for, I had like right at my fingertips. So it made it very, very easy. Oh, okay. Well, see, when you go to it, it'll just show at the top that you have a message from me, and everything in there is self-explanatory. I didn't think Dee was a big Twitter person, so. But that's okay. That's okay. I was not a big Twitter person either, so. So where's the Kodiak at?
Modding, being a moderator on Elliot's channel.
Oh, okay.
Elliot's streaming.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Kodiak likes Elliot more than he likes us, man. Come on.
Oh, I understand. I understand completely. Yeah, but doesn't Elliot do like 5-6 hour live streams,
Yeah, we probably won't see Kodiak today. I mean.
That's all right. That's all right. Actually, I sent the link to Mike if he wanted to join because he had the day off today. So told him he could join and if he'd like to, but we'll see how that goes. Oh, I don't know why, but I decided I wanted pizza tonight for dinner. Just one of those things that we don't do very often.
Stop talking about food.
And I still have the pizza taste in my mouth.
Yeah, stop talking about food.
Well, you're the one that made me think about it. If you need to go get something, I'll wait. No rush.
I can't go get something, Jesus.
Yes, I talked to Romel today. He gave me some updates on his world.
Oh, what?
What the hell was that?
You sound like a child.
Yeah. For some reason, they're yelling in the kitchen. I don't know why. Do bats have tails?
No.
If they did, they're probably very small little tails, right? Yeah, you tell them, Charlie. You tell them. Ugh. And they have long fingers because their fingers are connected to their wings.
Yes.
Except for their thumbs. Their thumbs are like little nail things that stick out.
All my references gone. What the heck?
Oh, your reference is gone. From what?
My phone.
Oh, goodness.
I had to delete a bunch of stuff off my phone, and I deleted some reference I wanted for some.
Oh, no. I hate when you have to do that. Yeah, my phone is constantly telling me I've got too much stuff on it. So
Yeah, I only have a 16 gig card in here, and it gets filled fast.
Yeah, I don't know. I have a like a 32 gig SD card stuck in there, but for some reason my phone will put pictures and videos onto the SD card, but it won't let me put applications on it. And the applications are the things that are, hogging down my phone,
Yeah, you need to delete some.
Yeah. I don't have very many, but yeah.
Yeah, I was in the chat on Elliot's video, dude. He's drawing this Colossus that looks awesome.
Oh, yeah? Well, I saw his Wolverine and Hulk thing. That was pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. It looked great, dude. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, D says, also on the stream, Doug was the moderator, and he liked the art, contact him and get on his show. Actually, I've reached out to Doug. I gotta follow back up on that.
That must be one I missed. That must be a stream I missed.
Oh. Don't
Yeah, because I don't remember Doug saying that.
Definitely have to look that up then. I think Doug would like us. We're good guys.
I'm not. I'm a bad person.
Oh, I know, but that's why I represent us.
Mm-hmm.
I will be the representation for our group. It's like whenever something happens in the family, and my mom has to go, and we always say you're the representative for the family. If there's somebody passes away, or there's a funeral, or there's a wedding, or a graduation, or something, we always send my mom. Like you're the representative of the family. I'll be the representative for us.
Mm-hmm.
Does that sound like a plan?
No. You're horrible.
Yeah, I know, but you wouldn't want to do it.
Do what?
Be our representative.
But there's...
Ooh, can you say... Wait.
No one wants to talk to the...
Can you say, that sounds horrible?
No.
Say, no, that sounds horrible. I need you to say, that sounds horrible. I have this really crazy, silly idea, and Avery doesn't want me to do it, but he's the one that actually gave me the idea in the first place, so... I haven't even, to be honest with you, I haven't even thought about it until just this second, so... You know me, if it's out of sight, it's out of mind completely. That's most likely what's going to happen. I'll forget all about it. So I'm talking to my nephew today, right? And I'm asking him, I said, what do you want to do with your life? What do you want to do in this world. And he's like, I want to make YouTube videos. I want to become rich and famous for playing video games. And I'm like, that's never going to happen. Let's talk about some other idea. And he's like, oh, there's this guy. His name's Ninja. He lives in a mansion. And I'm like, and he plays video games. And that's all he does. And I'm like, and how many subscribers does he have? And how many subscribers do you have? Yeah.
Well, he didn't start out with millions.
Yeah, I know, but he also started a long time ago too, though, right?
Mm-hmm. Not that long ago. Yeah, it actually can happen, Andrew. It actually can, but you've got to be super, super good at the game.
Yeah, well, he's 10 years old.
Probably better.
Hey, Art of Reed, how's it going?
It actually is possible. It's not likely, but so is what we're doing. It's not freaking likely that this will be a success.
Yeah.
It makes as much sense as what we're doing. So.
No, that's absolutely not true.
It's exactly true.
No, it's not.
It's exactly true. There's lots of people making a living. They're not getting rich, but there's lots of people making a living doing the gaming thing.
Yeah, well, he thinks he can become rich and famous and so forth for doing gaming, but
it happens. Is he exceptional at any video game?
He plays Fortnite.
Well, Fortnite will go away and it'll be something else.
Yeah, well.
But
that's what we were telling him is like, you got to find something that, find a unique way of doing it, Find something unique. Don't stand apart. Be different from everybody else. Kid's got like 11 subscribers.
So you've only got 200 and something.
Yeah, I know. He actually asked me, he said, how did you do that? I said, make videos every day. That is supposedly the trick, right?
Not necessarily. There's people on here that make videos every day for years, and it's years before they take off.
Yeah, well.
That's looking a bit batty.
Oh, hey, Rick. How's it going, man?
Hello.
I watched some of the auction yesterday from my parents' house. We were celebrating my mom's birthday and having cake and ice cream, and I had the phone on, and I was just checking to see how it was going.
Yeah, as you see, John is the only person that sold something for $7.
$7, man. It's a little crazy.
Yes, it is. Well, hopefully this week will be better. We've switched the D&D, so I'll be able to get on Mike's auction thing. Well, by on, I mean at least in the chat, and spam his chat about Sunday nights.
Be careful you don't piss him off and he shuts you down,
Oh, I think Mike's pretty much all right with me.
Okay. Well.
And he's not too bad with you guys. I got him to announce about Hero today on his channel right at the end of cross-examination.
Oh, okay. Very cool.
He was chilling for another person or two, and I quickly wrote in, and Hero, Blacklist. A Blacklist universe. So he said about going to do you guys too, so.
Very cool. Very cool. Yep, hopefully we're going to make some announcements really soon about some appearances. Yeah. Captain Frugal's Thursday. Hopefully I'll get on Drawn Quartered. Fan Edition Thursday as well. They start.
Well, have you gone into Discord and said you want it on yet?
Yeah.
Okay. Then you should be on. Just check the list. There's a list in there usually.
Yeah, I know. I know there's a list, but last week the list wasn't full, and when came time for the show, it was everybody. There was 10 people there, so.
Okay. I don't know what would happen. Why that?
It's all right. It's all right. It's what happens when a show's popular, A lot of people want to be on there.
Let's see what I can find. Oh, what's going on for Discord or for Drawn and Quartered Fan Edition.
Yeah, I'll reach out to him again and make sure I'm. Make sure. Oh. So what you got going on this weekend, Rick? Anything interesting?
Not too interesting that I can think of.
Yeah.
Couple seconds ago, I start drawing up. I'm not sure whether you saw my one video this morning, my 5-minute one with my background stuff that actually you can probably see behind me right now.
No, I didn't see the video yet. Okay. I'll go check it out.
But we slowly added stuff to it.
Yeah.
Now that doesn't tell you a lot at the moment, but
well, that's okay. I'll go check it out. I'll give it a thumbs up and all that good stuff. Oh.
Basically, it's a bunch of toys on shelves and a few pictures on the wall. Okay, this
When's
is
your,
the 23rd.
When's your trip?
Okay. Oh,
When's
September.
Oh,
September
okay.
25th.
Okay, so you got a little. Okay. For some reason, I was thinking it was like next month. So
No.
okay, all right. You got time. You got time to prepare and be ready, right?
Okay, let's see. Show this guy.
What's the weather like up where you live in September?
I'd say probably pretty close to you.
Oh yeah. Wouldn't you want to get away when it's really cold and nasty out?
Yeah, but I can't help when they play in the Masons chips.
No. You need to get on whatever board or whatever group decides that, you know?
Hey, at least I'm not...
I doubt his weather in September is close to ours.
Well,
what is yours?
in September, it's usually hot.
Yeah. It's really hot in September. We only have a couple of weeks of winter.
Couple of what?
Weeks. We only have a couple of weeks of winter. And it's usually not consecutive.
Yeah.
It's like it'll drop down in the 40s for a few days, then it's back up to the 70s. Then it'll drop down to the 40s for a little bit, then it's back up to the 70s.
Yeah, we only had like 4 or 5 days of really cold weather around here, and then that was it. We were done. Which I'm not complaining about because, you know, actually I prefer it be cold than hot.
I'm trying to convert that into. See, I'm used to Celsius, so you say 70, and I'm like, I don't know.
Blame Canada. Well,
blame the metric system.
Yeah.
Yeah, we rejected that.
Was that a smart move on our part, or do we know?
Yeah.
Who knows?
It's perfect.
I just let Pixel know in Discord that you guys want on Thursday.
Okay.
I just put because there's nobody really scheduled for tonight.
Yeah, I don't think I saw anybody else's name on there.
Oh, it's going to be on. Yeah,
Nasser.
It's on Nasser's channel.
Okay.
What, Drawn and Quartered?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fan.
Yeah, that's.
He's listed as hosting.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Have the pros announced what their subject matter for this week is yet? Because they usually, the fans usually base it on that.
Well, so a lot of times they've been doing something different, but this week they might be doing something. They might be doing the same because he did say what it's going to be on Wednesday. Yeah. Cecil.
What about
Cecil? Drawing Cecil.
That's awesome.
Oh boy.
Dude, you're perfect for that. Dude,
Now,
that's
now
right
it's-
up your alley, dude. A cartoony version of Cecil. Just get a bunch of pictures of Dom DeLuise and practice. And dude, that cartoony style, perfect.
Now the question is, unfortunately, whether the fan edition will continue to do that. It seems like a good enough thing that they will, but who knows?
So, in other words, that's what the Pro Edition is doing. So,
Yeah. Take it when they did Aquaman, the fan edition ended up doing Black Manta.
right. So, who would be Cecil's nefarious counterpart?
Nurkish?
Nurkish.
Oh God. No, they should leave that alone.
Yeah, I think so too.
Other than that, I don't know.
That's funny.
That's all I can think of off the top of my head, Nurkish.
Yeah, that would be bad. It would be funny, but it'd be bad.
Yeah, they'll leave that alone.
Yeah.
Cecil's good. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, it's definitely a good idea. I can't disagree with that.
So, what are you working on tonight, Rick?
Like I said, I'm starting that picture for behind a bunch of toys that I got. Probably it's going to be my characters all on it, but I just got to find my pencil. Right there, right in front of me, and I can't even see it. We got Willie Reed in the chat and Lorenzo.
Oh, hey, Lorenzo. How's it going, man? Lorenzo, you want to join? I'll send you a link. You're up for it. Lorenzo's good people.
Yes, he is.
Oh, it's in the chat. Thanks, D. I brought up the chat so I can see because Andrew's not paying attention to it.
He says, "Good, yes, please."
Yep, hold on a second.
Andrew does pay attention.
What?
Says you're not paying attention.
No, not normally.
He's too broke to pay attention.
I think this is my 75th sketch in my sketchbook.
Ooh, and how many pages are in there?
Probably another 30 or so. I think it's 110 total pages, so. Yep, Lorenzo, give me just a second. Just got to copy it. Copy.
Copy, then paste. Paste, then copy.
Right, that's right. Where are you at? There you are. And boom. All right, it's been sent. All right. Chester's live. Okay, good for Chester. All right. Now we're going to get back to work on the cover. Cover.
Hell.
Hey, what's up?
Good to see you.
How's it going?
Pretty good.
All right. Oh, just so you know, the thing that Kodiak wanted to discuss with us, we were talking about a meetup, and he was giving us instructions on how to get to his house. So,
I'm sorry, I was echoing a little bit.
Oh, never mind. Don't worry about it. I'll tell you later. It's nothing important.
Oh,
Yeah, don't worry about it. Oh, so how's it going, man?
pretty good.
Yeah.
I was resting a little bit when I was and then I earlier, and then I saw that I had missed most of Cross Comics channel, so I was just in the chat. That keeps happening to me. It's not like he's on like.
Not like I'm on what?
I mean, he's on at noon. I should be able to get that around lunchtime, but
Well,
Oh, you just happen to miss it. You just happen to miss it.
I tend to be missing it a lot lately. So I don't know why exactly.
got to make sure you're still getting notifications because that kind of thing happens where YouTube stops notifying you of stuff.
I get them, but I don't get like a bell on my computer. Or my phone. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I mean, it's not like a dinging sound or something that gets my attention.
Yeah. No, I've noticed I've been getting less and less notifications from some people. Like for some reason, I don't get all of Ethan's stuff when his stuff happens. It's real annoying, especially when I look up and I see that he's like doing a live stream or something. Like I never got a notification.
YouTube considers that a feature not to do what they're supposed to do.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it depends on the browser that you're using. Because like with my Firefox, I don't get notifications, but with my Chrome, I do. I get it with my phone. But
You're still using Firefox, really?
Yeah, well, I do use it a little bit. I like Firefox because there's the Fire FTP. I've got my own website, so I can update it. The crosscomics.ca. I can update. I can do all my own coding. I'm not super good, but good enough that I can do the basic stuff.
Right, right.
Yeah, the Mozilla Foundation had some cool ideas for their browsers. It's just, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, and it's just that there's a program called On It Fire FTP,
right?
And well, it's a free FTP thing, so I can upload files onto my website and all that, easily. I know somebody else suggested another one that was free, but I forget what it was now.
Yeah, it's too bad the Mozilla Foundation seems to have kind of dropped the ball on. I don't know. I mean, I guess they made their browser faster. It's just they don't seem to be able to compete with Chrome. Chrome seems to work better with certain things. Like even that site Rabbit, that's that video site. Just completely. The video site that Popefire uses, and a bunch of other people use for like they can't stream the movies on YouTube.
Right, right.
And it runs horribly on Firefox, but Chrome works great. I use something called a browser called Iron, which is a Chromium browser, so it's based on Chrome.
Right.
I don't like Google's. They might have some sort of software in there, like adware or spyware or something. I don't know. But I as I'm saying, I don't know for sure. I just thought maybe there was some spyware, so I went for Iron, which claims not to have it.
Right, right. Yeah, I always tend to pick whatever's the popular thing that's at the time, Chrome right now is, I think, one of the most popular ones, and prior to that, Mozilla Firefox was popular. But I am very, very, very far behind the times when it comes to best browsers,
Well,
there was a time Safari was the best.
Well, I have Safari on my computer, but I've never used it.
Well, there was a brief period where even PC users were downloading this PC version of Safari and using it.
Oh, really?
I did. It was safer because Internet Explorer was such trash.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's the one I don't use anymore.
Yeah. No one should. It's awful.
You got turned into Microsoft Edge, but it's still, I wouldn't use it.
Oh, the Microsoft Edge. I think that's one of the ones we use it for some applications at work.
Yeah.
I've never used it at home.
Internet Explorer, I think, had some, like, now it's so old, it has all sorts of security issues, I think. I think one's not recommended to use it if they got Windows 7, not to use Internet Explorer anymore, and that's what they got built in. I don't think they even have Microsoft Edge for Windows 7.
Hmm.
Yeah, I don't use the Microsoft browsers at all. They're awful. Who do you like better, Rorschach or The Question? Are they too similar? Does it matter? I don't really think about it.
Oh, hey, Commodore. How's it going, man?
I've never really thought about that.
I've never been a fan of
it all
The
depends on who's
Question.
writing it.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of The Question. And when it comes to Rorschach, I think he's cool, but I was never a fan of the character, simply because of the violence that kind of came with him. I don't know if that makes any sense or not, but that's just
The justifiable violence, though.
Oh, is there any such thing?
Yes.
Yeah, war. Well, certain types of war, You don't want to go for war for stupid reasons.
What? What do you mean?
Yeah, as you can see, I totally screwed up this section of the snake. That's another area that I'm going to have to fix. Oh, well.
I'd say The Question. I think I like The Question a little bit more from what I've seen of both of them.
I'll go Rorschach.
Wasn't one of the questions thing the conspiracy theorist? He
Yeah,
was like heavily into the conspiracy theory stuff.
yeah.
I think that's the reason. That was one of the reasons why I was never into him. I think. I was never a conspiracy theory type person,
I buy books for most of the time because of who drew them. So, like, the only thing I have with The Question is a book that has like a lot of Dennis Cowan.
Yeah.
And I still haven't read it.
I'm not sure where I first seen The Question, whether it was in Justice League from I think
The cartoon.
early 2000. Yeah,
You know what? I do remember that episode, and I liked it. But I like that guy that did the voice, the same dude from like Reanimator and stuff, and I like that guy.
and I'm not sure who I liked better as The Question, the original guy or Renee Montana. She became The Question for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Isn't she still The Question now?
I don't know. I don't know when DC retconned everything, whether that got changed or not.
Well, she was The Question all the way up through Convergence, so.
Yeah, but when they did the whole reboot, thing, the New 52, put everything back. I think she probably went back just to being a Gotham PD detective.
Well, that was her taking over the role as a Question was part of the
that was
52
in 50.
storyline. 52 storyline, yeah. So. Well, I remember 52, the series, the maxi series 52 very fondly. I thought that the idea of what they were doing was pretty cool,
Oh, Jeffrey Combs.
52 weekly,
Yeah, they missed me. They missed me with that.
Yeah, they did that for two or 3 years in a row, different versions.
Oh, yeah. Well, Countdown was their second one. And I started following that one, but I never finished it.
Yeah.
52 was one I followed from the very beginning.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah, they completely missed me with that.
52 was actually... what I think is funny is when they started out, they had They had specific ideas of where they were going with it. And there was a point in time in the story where they realized they weren't completing the stories or the stuff that they had laid out. So they did like a 4-issue series called World War III, where they kind of wrapped up a bunch of the storylines that they had started outside of the 52 series. It was one of those storytelling, ooh, we need to hurry up and tell the story. And, you know.
Commodore saying something, I'm not sure from whether it's from Justice League or whatever.
Jeffrey
He's saying, well, he said, Supergirl, what do you go through my trash? The question, please, I go through everyone's trash.
That's right. That's something the question said in the Justice League thing. That was the whole conspiracy theory nut job thing.
Yeah.
Was Rorschach a conspiracy theorist? I don't think so.
No, not
kind of like a doomsayer, you know, the end of the world is coming type of thing. All right.
You know, there's no good in the world, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, well.
I think that's what it is.
Getting very close.
Oh, that looks nice.
Getting very close to being done with this thing.
Aren't you happy?
It's about time. Oh my gosh.
Well, that's thoroughly detailed.
Yeah,
I
but
think
I've made some mistakes that I need to go in and clean up. So that's
so. How long do you think it's going to take you to color that, Avery?
It's a full day's work.
Yeah, he can knock this out quickly.
If I work on it and I do it in one day, it's a full day's work.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna let Avery color. I think I can color myself.
Go for it.
I'm skilled enough to do it. Said an insane man.
Go for it. Knock yourself out.
Yeah, well.
Hey, if you scan it in and color digitally, it doesn't matter whether you mess up.
Yeah, it does.
Well.
What I mean is he can just hand it off to you, and at least he hasn't.
No. He said he's going to color it, man. That's all him now.
I didn't say I was going to color this. I said some psycho guy would say something like that.
No. You made your bed. Now you get to lie in it.
You know I couldn't do it.
You made your bed.
If you listen to even half of what I say in life, man.
Yeah, but why would you want to lay in your bed just after you've made it?
No. He pooped it. He just pooped it. He just pooped the bed. Now he's got to sleep in it.
That's gross.
Come on, man. Come on. Nut up.
No, I don't think that's gonna happen.
No, it's a full day's work, maybe a day and a half. I don't know. I am going to spend a little more time detailing it with color than I do the average hero page. I'll treat it like I did that 2-page spread of the turtles and the waterfall.
Okay.
So there will be more time spent in the details of the color.
You spent a lot of time on that one, though, right?
Yeah. It was a full day's work when you edited it all together. It was a good 10-hour day. If you put it all together.
Is this a front and back cover?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what he's talking about is the double-page spread that he did.
Yeah, I just was wondering why this was so gigantic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
it's a tablecloth. It's a, what do they call those things? Not tablecloth. Those table mats. You're gonna have those.
Yeah, it's a solid.
Those laminated.
Yeah, it's a solid piece of illustration board.
Yeah. No.
Instead of taping like two pieces of paper together, he used one piece of illustration board.
I'm saying you could make those as you could print them out as table mats.
Well, we're hoping to do like a special edition type of print. So,
what would that be like?
Still not sure yet. But I mean, the original itself is 30 by 20. So the print, we could literally do a print as big as that.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
It'd be poster. It's almost like poster size.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be a poster. It would be a photographic print printed on a metallic archival gallery-ready photo paper.
Yeah, Avery's done some prints like that before, and they look absolutely freaking.
But the print itself costs about $60 to make.
Yeah. So if it does happen, it'll be a limited thing.
Yeah, it'll be a very limited print. Well, if we do like a really large size print, they cost, because I print stuff sometimes at 20 by 30. And those prints I have to, depending on what type, whether it's just regular photo print or in that metallic, I got to charge, about $100.
Yeah.
Oh,
but he's also talking about some of his
like fine art
stuff. Yeah, and not comic book stuff. Stuff that looks gorgeous at that size.
Yeah. Some of my photography I've printed at that size.
Yeah.
Avery, are you going to be able to make it on Sunday?
Yeah, I'll try, man.
Well, I figured you would. I meant to say Andrew. Sorry. But...
This Sunday? Yeah, I don't think I'll have an issue this Sunday. I don't think we're doing my parents' house. So.
Okay, I'm just asking more, so maybe you could send me a piece or two. I want to get that promo video redone for Friday. That way I can.
I got you.
Instead of fixing that old Cyberfrog piece where I gave him Ninja Turtle head, I'm just doing an entirely new Cyberfrog. That's what I'm starting to block out here tonight. This is how I do my pencils digitally, and then I print it as grayscale or blue line and ink it. Because blocking it all out this way for me digitally is easier. It's easier to erase. It's easier to spot large areas of blacks and see how they look.
Yeah.
Then I print it and ink it all traditionally.
That sounds good, for sure.
It's the way to go, man. It's so much faster. Like, if I was blocking this out on 11 by 17, dude, I wouldn't be this far along because I just started blocking this out. I've put stuff down and got halfway through blocking out the figure twice and just erased it all since Andrew started streaming.
Hmm.
You can't do that.
Andrew, are you able to DM Mike at all?
Mike Miller?
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm not sure.
The only reason I ask is because I was thinking maybe putting out a tweet to him. We're following each other on Twitter. I was thinking maybe I'd tweet him on your behalf about maybe getting on the Pro Edition.
Oh yeah, if you're following him, you can DM him.
Yeah, well, I think with him, he has to be following you back.
Yes.
And he is following me back, so I can send him.
He's not following either one of us on Twitter.
Yeah, I don't think so.
The only one of the pros that I think that follows me is Kelsey.
Yeah. Well, Ethan has open DMs, unless they have open DMs,
Yeah, Ethan has open DMs, but man, he gets so many. You can message him, but
he might not get back to you.
That's actually, I think. Oh gosh, I don't want to cause drama. I think that because he gets so many DMs, I think that's led to people having disputes with him, and then
getting
all these wars going on these days. And
they get
I think it's just because
it's like, dude,
it's just. And I'm not saying that anybody's right or wrong. I'm just saying that it's just kind of there's misunderstandings that can happen. Because I think the guy's being flooded with like maybe hundreds or thousands of DMs.
a
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
Yeah, so
That's why when I've sent him DMs before and I never heard back from him, I don't really worry about it, you know?
I've sent him DMs and heard back from him.
Yeah,
But
same here.
I
I've
think
had
he
it both
I think he's
ways.
doing. He might be. I think he's doing the best he can, but
Yeah. Dude, if I got hundreds of DMs a day
yeah,
or even hundreds a week, there would be some people that just never heard back from me. Sometimes it would happen.
Yeah, yeah.
The few I get, sometimes I miss them. If it's somebody I'm not following back, I'll see the notification and I'll go into Twitter and I'm like, where is it? This person messaged me. That happened to Commodore. Commodore sent me something one time and I didn't see it till weeks later because I wasn't following him back. I didn't realize he had followed me. And I didn't see the message because it was in a different spot than my regular messages. Till I think it was a couple of weeks later. I was just like, oh man, sorry.
yeah. So I think that can happen with EVS. That he's
Easy.
Yeah.
It can happen.
yeah. I think that probably
You just get hammered with stuff.
yeah. It's probably frustrating for him as well. Really frustrating. Open up the. It's so confusing. I don't think Twitter's the easiest way to communicate with people. It seems like one of the hardest.
No, Twitter is a miscommunication tool. Use Twitter to promote.
Yeah,
don't get in debates.
Good for you. Yeah.
Don't get in debates. Don't get in big conversations. Promote yourself.
Yeah, it's impossible to have a real conversation on there because it's such the character limit makes it so one can't even express oneself.
Yeah, don't get into anything. Just pimp. Just pimp your stuff.
Yeah, that's the right way to use it.
Say hi to people. But yeah, don't get in any shenanigans.
Yeah, that's
never
the
good.
way I use. That's the way I use.
Yeah.
Shenanigans. Yeah.
That's the way I use it. I don't usually. I retweet a little bit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I put my stuff up, share my video when I'm going live and all that, all that sort of stuff. But other than that, the odd time I might give say some sort of comment to somebody, that I'm retweeting their thing or whatever.
Sure. Hit and run with Twitter. Hit and run. Get in, get out.
Avery, that layout looks fantastic.
Thank you, sir.
You know it's all about the art here, right?
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
I want to do a Jawbreakers piece and email it to Zach and just be like, yo, I enjoyed the book. And I did enjoy the book.
Very cool.
But I also want to do like a graveyard shift piece, but I'm doing this Cyberfrog first because I just feel like I have to vindicate myself to myself because I gave him Ninja Turtle head, and that like everything.
That's prior to you knowing his rules,
Yeah, but still. Plus, it's also that piece is also a little bit more like the '90s version of Cyberfrog and Ninja Turtle head.
Yeah, well, I said it looked more like the lizard's head. So
well, it's actually more like Ninja Turtle head.
Although I like that a creature, that person that Rick drew on Cross Comics earlier today. He drew this Wolfman character.
Yeah. What about my Wolfang?
Oh yeah, it was an interesting character. I still can't figure out. So he's got that condition, and I looked it up. I can't pronounce it. Where he's got hair all over himself. Still trying to figure out how the fangs and some of the other things that can't really, that don't really go along with that condition. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. I'm just still trying to. Could he maybe go to the store and get them, or like go to the dentist or something?
Pardon?
Are you trying to rationalize a comic book character?
Yeah, could he have dentures or something that give him those both things, like some of those vampire kids?
Oh, Lorenzo, you're so silly.
At first, I thought, well, who did his mom end up with that that he looked like that? And then I'm like, oh no, it's a Christian comic.
Well, he's a bad guy, but I didn't want to. I try. A lot of times I do just go with the easy norm thing, but sometimes I just try and I try and go out of the norm.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, that was cool. That's the way to go, I think.
I wanted to use something real, like that condition, however you pronounce it.
The healing ability too. I don't quite understand how that works in the comic, and how he supposedly got that ability. Is that a spiritual thing then? That he got?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. There's to counter when I first started out my comics, I was going to use the whole mutant thing, like I was taking that right out of the X-Men, but I found out that mutations are in real life. There's never been a recorded beneficial mutation in history. So I think a healing.
You mean like humans walking around? That's not beneficial.
Yeah, that's a mutation.
That depends on whether you believe in evolution or not. I don't believe in evolution.
Oh boy! So that's why. Oh, that's why you can't.
Or more accurately, I don't believe in macroevolution and beyond that. I do believe it.
Well, that kind of limits your characters.
Yeah, I do believe in microevolution. There are changes within a kind of animal. Like big beak, small beak. But
when those evolutions, like a small beak or bigger beak, wouldn't that be useful? Like people developing, say, light skin because they were in a certain environment, and wasn't that for vitamin D or something? And then other people that they have darker skin, and that's I'm really stepping on a limb here, but I think that was a scientific explanation. Is that I think people
that's adaptation, not mutation. Well, I guess it depends on how you view it, but from what I've gotten, that would just be adaptation, not mutation. It's already there. Mutation is usually something that's not there.
Well, they didn't have the white skin. The people in Europe didn't have the white skin. They had dark skin to begin with. Yeah. According to like what I've heard as far as what scientists are saying.
Yeah. I can't answer every single question on the topic,
Oh no, I mean, just
I
was just curious. I was just kind of having fun, just kind of curious.
Yeah. But it's a way to limit. But the thing I came up with to counteract the mutant thing was, that my one character, the Flame, who's one of my first characters I bring out. He's like the third comic book I want to bring out. He breaks the spiritual barrier. He takes his spiritual weaponry into the physical world, and he doesn't know that he does it at first. He won't know for years later, but that's what he did. But that broke down the walls, so it thus allows a lot of other people to do it.
So he sent it to heaven?
Pardon?
He sent it to heaven, or
no.
Oh, okay.
No. Like he's like a 15-year-old kid, right? And his mom's driving him to school. He's the kid that gets picked on at school, and this kid throws a rock at his mom's car, and it doesn't smash the window, but this gets him royally ticked, righteously, and he goes over to he's gonna like pretend to. I'm not sure whether he would have hit the kid or not, but like a fireball ends up appearing in his hand.
Oh, that's pretty trippy.
And it freaks him out as much as it does everybody else, obviously, So, the kids all run away in fear. Oh, he's going to fry us all, blah, blah, blah. They don't know how it happened. They don't care. They're just, they run. And the fireball just ends up dissipating, evaporating into the air or whatever, because he doesn't use it or whatever, because everybody's gone. The situation is diffused by everybody being gone.
Okay.
But, so nobody bugs him after that, obviously.
Yeah, probably wouldn't.
And the years roll by, and he's.
You mean nobody calls in the military or anything like that?
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
You
I'm
would
just thinking that maybe, you know.
I've thought of that, but you know, by the time they get there, yeah, they'd be able to point him out, but you know, he doesn't know how it happened or whatever.
How many witnesses worked there to this whole? Wasn't he just in his car though? Was he just in his car?
It's in front of a high school, so
Oh,
everybody,
okay.
you know, most of the kids are probably
It's right in front of the high school. But he was in the car though. Could they still see that?
No,
see that in the car?
He got out of the car and went over to confront the kids.
Oh, so
through the roof. So there might have been, you know.
So he was in the car and he got out and he instigated something.
Well, because
Who's
of the
hero
rock,
or villain?
Hero, but because the rock was thrown at his mom's car that he was in, and on his mom's side, you know, with her almost being hurt, you know, he gets out and
I think it's called retaliation, which is illegal in America at least. I don't know what the Canadians have for their, you know, with hockey and everything. I don't know.
Well,
Canadians are kind of violent kind of people. You know, not all, hashtag not all.
Yeah. Well, like I said, he hasn't acted to all this teasing and, you know, how many, you know, since he's been teased since he was like 5 years old or whatever. You know, he's finally broke, you know, and then he gets his fireball in his hand, so nothing happens. You know, except he's shocked. And like I said, he goes on. Nobody teases him from then on. He's left alone or whatever. He ends up getting married. Years later, he gets a bike shop inherited to him.
He runs a bike shop?
By bike, I don't mean motorcycle. I mean bicycles, you know, two-wheelers, you know.
Huh. This is really interesting. I wouldn't. This is really creative. I wouldn't have thought of all this stuff. You know, that's why you're the.
Well, I got the bike shop idea because my uncle owned a bike shop.
Yeah.
And he's going to inherit it from his an uncle that died.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Hey, Yoka Milk, how's it going? Just really quick. Kodiak says, "Hey, Avery, no fair. I was just about to."
I know. I know. I was about to answer him, but.
Well, what were you going to say?
I was just going to talk to him.
Well, don't let me stop you.
No, but you did.
No, I didn't. I read a chat.
No,
that cool. Isn't stopping you from responding to the chat. Boy, you give me way too much power over you. You know? Crazy amounts of power.
Right. I think it's cool how Rick's got this huge universe of characters. But do they take place in our universe then? Is it like a science fiction thing where you've got like scientific explanations for all the characters, or just for that?
Well, yes and no. Yeah, like I said, there's a bit of sometimes spiritual. I've determined my characters can get their powers through science. You know, some sort of technology. Either they've been genetically altered, or they wear some sort of suit. You know, the Canadian suit wears a suit, or they've gotten that gifted type thing that they said. It's a weird workaround for a mutant, but you know.
But it's like within our universe.
Yeah, per se, you know, it's operating for the basic, you know, principles of our universe. Obviously,
if our universe had superheroes, this is how you think they could kind of work.
Pardon?
So if our universe had superheroes, this is how you think they might possibly work.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sometimes, like I said, God's intervened a little. Like, what were you going to say?
Well, I was just going to ask, how much of this is something that, you know, how much of you is in these characters?
For sure.
I mean, like the story about the kids throwing rocks at your mom's car. I mean, the character's mom's car. Did that ever happen? I mean, is that based on? Oh, okay.
That never happened. But did I get teased throughout school? Yeah, all the time. Yeah.
Okay.
You know that's something driven from Me. Yes, Mom?
I thought you called me.
No? Might be talking about you a little.
You were talking about your characters, Mom.
Well, you asked what that happened to my mom's car.
Hey, Kodiak, you want to come in, man?
I'm drawing him on Misfit Corner Comics channel in case you want to go watch.
Well,
I'm not sure.
He says,
watching Arrow at the moment.
Oh, I forgot about Arrow. I'll download it. Oh, did I say that? But anyways, to go on about the character. Like I said, years later, he's gotten married. He has a couple kids. He's on his lunch hour from where he works, and he sees a house burning, and he hears cries from kids in the building. He rushes in, he saves the kids. As he comes out, the house just collapses. He's checked out. He doesn't even smell smoky or nothing. So it ends up reminding him of the child, his teenage thing.
right.
So then he starts, figuring out, can I produce flames? Am I some kind of weirdo freak mutant, he might say, I forget what his exact words. And he ends up figuring out how to activate his powers.
Okay.
And then
Well, it certainly is interesting. It's and that's what actually what's lacking in comic books these days is there's just a lot of them at the store aren't all that interesting. Like the Incredible Hulk giving a long speech before inevitably beating the person up. Doesn't actually make any sense to me. Why is he giving such a long speech when the guy just kind of, I guess he couldn't run away because Hulk's got him grabbed, but it just seemed counterproductive. Kind of an SJW tactic or something.
Is that
No, it's
something that happened in a recent Hulk comic?
That's what I've bought the first few Immortal Hulk comic books that were out there, and he just was like, it was cool until he gave some sort of lecture. Zach, your boy Zach called him NPR Hulk.
Well, see, unfortunately, they're turning the heroes into villains. So naturally, they got to do the whole, what did the Incredibles call it in the verse one? Monologuing?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's what
Hello,
it is.
mellow fellows. What's crack-a-lackin'? What happening?
Hey, Kodiak, how's it going, man?
I love Andrew's voice every time
Hello,
he
Bear.
hears mine.
The bear.
The Lorenzo. Hey, you hear it, right? You hear every time Andrew hears my voice.
It's the sigh of, oh no.
Uh-oh, gotta put up with this guy again.
Don't break character, Andrew. We know you're in love with me.
Yes, I want to have your babies.
Well, I'm fixed, so ha.
What's up, Kodiak, brother? Good to see ya.
What's up? I was
We
supposed
were-
to be
we were-
cleaning my room. I was going. What?
We were talking about you the other day.
Uh-oh.
Me and
I didn't-
Avery.
I
Yeah,
didn't do it.
Yeah.
yeah, you did. Oh, yeah, you did do it. Oh, yeah, you.
I
told
broke the
Andrew-
internet, apparently.
I told Andrew, he was like, he did it like this. He did it like that. He even did it with a wiffle ball bat.
Uh,
Yeah, that was great.
I love making jokes like that.
he licked my pussy. He licked my crack. He licked me.
Oh,
Like Andrew never
From the
gets when I
front.
do jokes like that.
Kodiak, I'm gonna need your help on
Rick's mom's listening, by the way.
I'm gonna need your help on something.
I will beat up anybody you ask me to.
No.
Oh.
Nice. Nice.
Avery has inspired. I've always had a song in my heart.
Oh God!
I've never been able to.
I swear to God, I'll quit.
I've never been able to access that part of my soul.
I was already supposed to write you one song and I forgot.
And Avery kind of inspired me this weekend.
Andrew, I'm going to quit. Keep it up. I'm going to quit.
Quit the stream or quit the book.
Quit life.
I'm giving up comics.
This is cancer. This is
Giving
cancer.
up comics.
Warning
Now, this
everyone
is the
now.
second stream today.
What?
It taps into drama. I don't want to.
I'm
But you're
gonna-
not the first person to quit today.
I'm going to be a singer.
You're going to be a singer.
Specifically a rapper.
Well, that's okay.
Okay. Wait, were you about ready to say that's not really singing?
Oh, yeah, technically, but yeah.
And Avery
It's music. It's not singing.
Avery has coined a new phrase. My type of rap. You want to know what's called?
What is it?
I hate you.
Cringe rap. It's so horribly bad that it makes you cringe when you hear it.
Cringe rap.
That doesn't already.
I see this as being the thing that makes him like 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Well,
Doesn't already exist.
I don't know, but I was creating lyrics as we were out bebopping around during our
And I was screaming.
And I swear he almost opened up the car door and jumped out.
I have a not a rap. It was done kind of like a rap, but it's more like a poem. I guess. God, that's a good cybercrob.
It is, isn't it?
Cyberfrog.
He's
I really
ashamed tonight.
I'm thinking of all kinds of 4-letter words because I literally was. I have. If I could show you my phone, I would. I have reference photos I just downloaded. Yeah.
No, he's doing a fantastic drawing.
Yeah, that's amazing.
So that's why he's going to continue being an artist, and I'm going to become a rapper. Because obviously we both have found our niche in life.
What are you
Okay,
going
so
to rap?
so you want me to write it? That doesn't. That I can't.
This is what I get for introducing him to Young Gravy.
That's actually a person.
Yeah, oh, dude, you've never heard
No.
Young Gravy? It's like
No.
it's like funny suburban white boy rap, and it's like meme rap because everybody uses his songs for memes, and
Would it be-
they're funny.
Oh, that's strong wine. Oh, wow. La 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 la. That was my first sip. You ever drink wine and it just hits your spine?
No, I've never drank
yeah.
wine. I have no idea.
You've
No,
never.
Andrew doesn't drink, dude.
I don't
I
drink.
know he does. He does. I figured he'd be a wine guy though.
No, he's whiny. He doesn't drink.
Shut up.
No.
Thank God Kodiak came on here.
You want to hear my rap-ish?
Rapish.
You want to ravish him?
Ooh. Hey, we picked up Ravage yesterday. I picked up a copy at Gotham, and Andrew picked up a copy at Borderlands here in Jacksonville.
Yep, I sure did.
Ravage is on the shelf. Plus, we both backed it.
When did the Indiegogo campaign get delivered? 'Cause
It hasn't.
I thought it. Yeah, because I thought I had backed it, and then I can't.
It hasn't. We picked up the newsprint copies. It's like on a higher grade newsprint.
How is that up and not the Indiegogo campaign? Did they come out first?
He's distributing them now, so
Yeah. He's starting to distribute now.
But he took them to like local stores in town.
Yeah, this version isn't the same. It's not the same printing.
But why is that up before the Indiegogo stuff?
I
'Cause
don't
I've
know,
been waiting
man.
for that for months.
Well, technically,
I
it's
don't
at
mean to be
the same
causing drama.
time because he's starting to mail things. So
Yeah.
Oh, these are all coming out around the same time?
yeah. Well,
Yeah,
see, he started to mail them, but he took like extra copies to some of the local stores, and that's where we went to go pick them
Oh,
up.
okay,
'Cause
yeah.
Ben's here in Jacksonville with us, so
Yes.
Oh, okay. So so it's not like
it's
Yeah,
not
like
like
you're getting it,
screwing
like-
all the backers and
it's not like
giving
they're
it-
getting it months earlier or something.
No. Yeah.
They're just getting it like they just happen to get it a few days early.
Mm-hmm.
right. Well, I think he's already started mailing stuff out. So
Oh, okay, yeah, you said that.
if you're
I'm
a
sorry.
backer, you should be getting it soon. So
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, hopefully I'm a backer. Otherwise, I'm just causing drama for no reason, and I don't like doing that. There's so much other garbage going on, and that won't be to mention that. Gosh,
We will denounce if you start drama.
yeah, that's
I'm kidding,
Yeah.
man. You just didn't understand that he's local. These are good. These are local shops.
yeah.
yeah. So I think I backed that. So he's got a different kind that's newsprint, like
It's like a
Peter Smythe
higher.
does?
Yeah, it's like a higher. No, it's a higher.
Testing.
it's a higher quality newsprint. It's not the same.
Excellent. And I
Guys,
think Peter Simone's
can
stuff
you
was
hear me?
pretty decent to begin
Yeah, we
with.
can hear you now.
Couldn't hear me a second ago?
Were
Yeah.
you talking?
Yeah, I was talking. My thing was unmuted and everything.
All we heard was
No,
testing,
no.
testing.
No,
Yeah.
I had to hit mute and then unmute it, and that was weird.
Unfortunately, we're all talking at once sometimes, so it's hard to hear. So
That's what I thought was happening. I was a part of a conversation again, but this time I didn't mute myself.
Huh.
I was saying Lorenzo's our Cecil. He's got that voice and that wit. So there you go.
Oh no. Cecil's
Hey,
often considered to be a lot of people mistake him for being I don't want to start things. They mistake his sexuality.
Oh, yeah, who
I
cares?
thought Risey was.
Yeah, no,
I thought
that's just
Risey
it.
was a
Nobody does
combination
actually
of
care.
mass.
On this channel with the
I
jokes we make, don't worry about it.
Yeah, and I actually know
Well,
a
the thing
couple.
is that Cecil actually probably gets all the women. Like he's probably got all sorts of women flocking to him with this. He's so popular now,
Yeah,
and he's got this. I don't know. He's
Cecil's great, dude.
Yeah,
actually
he's-
I
know
wish
a
he still
couple-
did regular videos. Those reviews were hysterical, dude.
well, he's one of my. It's just I didn't think my voice sounded like Cecil. It's no insult to Cecil. Cecil is love. It's just I never thought my voice kind of sounded like him.
No, it don't sound like it. He's just saying you have like the unusual voice.
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm Mike Miller, and I don't sound anything like Mike Miller.
No, it's just he frustrates me the same way Mike frustrates Ethan.
Well, quit sending.
Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the reason I'm like. That's the reason I start like. I start doing things sometimes that make Andrew have to delete his stream, like when I start doing Misfit.
Oh yeah, baby.
ASMR.
I'll
And I
beat
start
your ass.
whispering him sweet
Stop.
Misfit lyrics.
Don't even.
What?
Don't even.
I didn't, Andrew.
He's
Already
actually deleted the streams before because of what you said.
Yeah. Because like my sense of humor is way is dark and disturbing.
There are times when Avery shines, and then there are times where he's just bad Avery.
Bad boy, what you gonna do when they come for you?
But
What's gonna be weird is when all the parents start showing their kids this stream because it's
No, the
family
stream
friendly
isn't for,
comic.
the stream isn't really for the kids. The stream is
No.
for
Yeah,
the
but do the
fans.
parents know that?
the parents couldn't tie their kids to a chair to make them watch three middle-aged men talk about 4 or 5 middle-aged men talk
Well,
about
that's
comics.
That's like I was telling my nephew about making videos, and he subscribed to my channel. I said, "Do you watch my videos?" And he said, "Well, yeah." And I said, "Okay." He says, "Well, you need to add like intros." And I'm like, "What are you talking about? All my videos have intros." And he's like, "Oh," and I'm like, "You don't watch any of my videos, you little shit. You shut up. You don't watch none of that." Talking about.
Well, yeah, this would be kind of strange if kids started watching this. It wouldn't really hold their attention. It'd just be like, what's this? This sucks, you know. And they'll just look for something else.
Yeah, we need to find the aspect of the channel that allows what was it that's currently going on? Some drama that's going on with YouTube, where if your videos are targeted at children, not targeted, but intended for children as the audience, that you can't have comments on it, that they disable comments or something.
Like the YouTube, your channel isn't intended for kids.
No,
It's intended as an art channel and a Comicsgate channel.
Yeah.
Like, and my channel's almost purely an art channel, and I'm going to be adding video game stuff soon. But just for the games that I really like and play.
I'm Sleestack Gate.
You Sleestack Gate.
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that going?
I don't know. I just came up with that.
Have you been able to monetize that?
Well, I just came up with that in this conversation. So.
Oh, okay. I mean,
I'm not
until you
sure.
can monetize, the SJW hate for yourself. You know.
Well, I said on Mike Anger's stream, I really am Comicsgate. I was reluctant to say it before. Now on your stream, I'm going to say I'm Sleestat Gate. I have to announce something different on different streams.
Sleestat Gate.
A lot of us was kind of wary about saying it at first. We didn't want to categorize ourselves, but they kind of made us.
I got wary of it as soon as I said it, like a couple hours later, or maybe the next day or something. But yeah, I didn't. It was just trying. It just wasn't very useful before I started off trying to. There were some people who were scared of Comicsgate, and I tried to reassure them. There were some people who were slightly anti, but some pros. But it was just because they had heard some friend had been mistreated or something. It wasn't them personally. But the problem was, I kept most of the anti people I'd run across. They were just had their completely closed minds to begin with, anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was just like, okay, well, I'll just call myself. Once Edwin was swatted, I'm like, I got to call myself Comicsgate. Like when Peter Samedi was swatted, it was like, I got to call myself Team Comics. That's the right thing to do. And then a week later, okay, I had been using that. I think I had been using that since the harassment campaign against, or whatever it was, against Peter Samedi. I had been using Team Comics, and then he got swatted, but when Edwin got swatted, it's like, okay, I'm going to call myself full-fledged Comicsgate.
Yeah.
I'm still in solidarity with Peter Samedi. It's just, it's just,
Yeah.
I gotta make a stand. Take a stand.
Well, I think anybody that's Comicsgate would stand with Alternate Comics.
Yeah.
Because they're wanting to make comics great again. I haven't gotten anything from them myself. It doesn't look like there's much I'm interested in them from what they got, but I have nothing against the comic.
Do you see a lot up there? Do you see a lot on the shelves up there? Alternate?
I haven't been to a comic shop in I don't know how long. I've just gone on their website.
Dude, they've got several books that look fantastic.
Yeah, they've got like too many for me to. I have a hard time getting to my local comic shop. It's the winter time, and
just buy them directly.
I don't drive,
just buy them directly from them.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to order a whole bunch of them.
I've got several on my pull. Some of it, he's just ordering alternate books for me, and I'm buying them. And I'm just like, I don't care. They're $1. They charge me $1.
Yeah, Avery's got a decent store that he goes to that the guy is willing to, if he wants something, he'll order it.
Yeah, that's great. My store's really nice. They might have Alterna. When I went there before, I was just looking for some of that Marvel stuff that the thing is, there were some of these early Comicsgate reviewers would review Marvel because just like Zach would, mainly to pick it apart, and then occasionally there'd be something actually good.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought maybe even though he had given it a bad review, I thought that Immortal Hulk, that graphics in there is amazing, and it's based out of the southwestern United States. Got the sort of scenery combined with horror elements, and they don't actually show the Hulk. Sometimes they show. Sometimes the Hulk is more menacing when they don't show him. Like it's like with Hitchcock. I don't know if Hitchcock always showed what was supposedly going on.
No, he didn't. He didn't. You're
like I guess with he would like turn one would see maybe the shadow or something.
Yeah, because sometimes what was in your imagination was much, much worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
this
that,
is where they keep
scene.
going wrong with like things like Predator and stuff like that. Even sci-fi horror is they're giving you too much. They're not waiting until the end of the movie to show your creature and build your suspense of what this thing looks like.
That is a problem with modern horror and sci-fi.
Technically,
Feel the blood going down the drain.
both the Terminator and Predator were both horror, and I've heard arguments, and I'm like, guys, get over it. There's a creature that scared you the first time, or made you nervous the first time, or it was like Predator, not so much, but the Terminator was not horror, but horror elements, like slasher elements.
With that uncanny valley thing of him being, well, I don't know. I don't know if it was too uncanny valley because he did look like a person, but he was hardly a. Couldn't you tell at one point that he was a cyborg? Was in the first Terminator, or did you could see? Didn't like the part where it's like you could see his eye or something, or was
it was a slow unveil.
Okay, yeah, it's been years since I've seen it, but
you knew he was a cyborg the whole time, but it just kept building. You know, you kept, well, I guess you could say, tearing away at it until the unveiling of him, you know, as a skeleton at the end of the movie, which is basically what Jim Cameron, his fever dream. He was down there, Piranha 2. He was filming Piranha 2, and he got dysentery and he had fever. So during one of his fever dreams, he had this dream of a metal-like skeleton creature coming after him, or something. I don't remember the details, but basically that is. So he turned that into the Terminator.
Oh wow, that was a dream.
Yeah, that was a dream. Mm-hmm. So that's another reason I say it's based in horror. And then, of course, him being the smart genius he is, realized with Terminator 2, he couldn't do that same old process. So Terminator 2 is more of a sci-fi. It has the sci-fi turned up and the horror element turned down.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to watch those again.
Yeah.
There are several of those, but I think I watched the first two. And then maybe not. What was there? How many did they have? They had at least 3, right?
There's 5, and they're coming out with they're coming out with a 6th one.
Right.
All female cast.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not all female, but
to me,
Go
ahead.
After a while, I kind of lose interest in that, like a series of movies. Once they make too many.
I really feel the one that took place in the future was underrated.
Yeah, the one with Sam Worthington in it.
Yeah,
that was Salvation. The last one, I think, tied everything. I think the last one really tied up everything nice. They didn't really need any more movies.
The Genesis.
Yeah, Rick doesn't respect women. You don't respect women.
They didn't need any more after the second one.
No, once they say Cameron's going back, I'm like, yeah, do a Carpenter and say Terminator 3. Call it Terminator 3. I would.
Well, they did Regenesis, the most recent one, to reboot the franchise, except for the fact that the chick that played the new Sarah Connor said she wasn't making any more. So it was like the whole idea of a reboot was dead in the water after that.
Yeah.
That was the girl.
They never had any women in that film.
I remember
have a woman named Sarah Connor who was amazing, but they need more women.
I remember liking that movie while I watched it, Genesis, but it's highly forgettable. I don't remember anything about it except John Connor came back for some reason as a Terminator or something.
We need a Terminator that talks about girl power. In every scene.
Coming. It's coming.
Well, what do you think the one that's coming up is?
Anybody who knows who Jim Cameron is knows that's not going to stick. It's not going to keep going that way. Right now, you might have... I think the reaction to the pictures of the next Terminator coming out is more... reflection off of everything else we've been seeing. So now we can't even see a couple characters from a movie. And remember, it's a Jim freaking Cameron movie. Yes, he's not directing it, but he is highly, highly involved in it.
Kind of like Ghostbusters 3 wasn't.
No, like a Jim Cameron movie.
But it wasn't.
what help me out with this movie that just came out?
What's his name?
Ocean's 11.
Was involved from the what's the guy? Oh no, I can't think of his name. Dustin. No, what was the guy? Dan Aykroyd. He was involved in Ghostbusters 3. Supposedly involved in that, and then, but he wasn't involved, was he? I mean,
You mean the female Ghostbuster movie?
Yeah, didn't he oversee that supposedly? And then later on, he was like, "Yeah, that was a bad idea."
I don't know whether he oversaw it or not, but I know all of the original cast was in it except for Egon as cameos, at least.
Yes.
My point was, I'm afraid that if they showed something and it looks bad, I'm afraid it probably would be, because
But apparently they are doing Ghostbusters 3 now with the original cast.
That last Ghostbusters movie, which they call Ghostbusters 2016, wasn't a horrible movie. It just wasn't good.
It didn't remind me of Ghostbusters, that's for sure.
Well,
didn't that open with like a pussy fart? Oh, well, I shouldn't say that. Queef joke. Oh wait, I shouldn't say that either.
Yeah, that was something. Yeah.
Hey guys, I seen Captain Marvel. I forgot about that to tell you that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I saw it too.
And you're still.
What do you think?
And you're still breathing.
I really tried though. There was parts in there that I realized I was like, I'm rolling my eyes because somebody told me to. Like I can get into something and enjoy it for what it is. Popcorn movie. It's unbelievable. What it shows is how hypnotized people are to things. Because even somebody wrote me, said, "No, I liked it." I'm like, I know exactly who you are. Well, I already know this person, so I do know they're like that. So I'm not surprised. It's like, but my point is we've worked for 30 years to get away from, like, an Aquaman. Remember the movie scene? Did anybody see Aquaman?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw it.
Okay. Remember the scene where the bikers walk up to him? I knew exactly what was about to happen because we've been cutting cliches for a while. I knew those bikers was going to end up. I didn't know it was be as funny as it was, but I knew the way they were puffing up and he was puffing up. I'm like, they're getting ready for a funny, because it's cliche to have the bikers, I mean, go back to Terminator, it's a cliche to have the guys pick a fight with him in a bar. So they were getting ready to set you up for that and then cut the cliche in half. In SJW girl. Well, I mean, what is
Marvel.
Yeah, that. I couldn't remember the name for a minute. They went to every single man she comes across. Count them when you watch it, because you'll eventually fall on it. Every single man she encounters, except for Nick Fury, has the big meanie thing to say to her, or the big cliche, I'm a bad guy, I have to, the unrealistic, provoking bad guy. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Remember how they always used to throw in the cliche fight in a bar whenever your hero was in a bar from some asshole that's talked shit in every fucking movie? Well, that's what it was. Every guy she came across had to say something super thing that would never happen even 50 years ago. There was, and then there's, small things that wouldn't by themselves at all. But when they add up, like when she falls in Blockbuster, the very first thing she does is blast in half a life-size picture of 007. Blink and you'll miss it. But feminist women have hated James Bond since his inception, right? It's something that if you know your history, you'll see it doesn't, it's like, and added to all the other stuff, you're just like, oh, it's one big eye roll. You find yourself going, cringe. Cringe.
Yeah. Well, and the stupidest one of the stupidest lines in the movie is that noble hero warriors.
I can't get past it every time. Every time it makes me cringe.
What movie is this? The Captain Marvel, or is this?
Yeah, it's Captain
Marvel. It's in the
Oh, okay.
trailers.
I'm
It's
not
in the
saying,
trailers.
yeah, I'm not saying this as if I'm surprised, but
Do you say something about James Bond though having
Now,
Yeah.
let me
female characters?
ask you,
yeah,
let me
she
ask-
cuts them in half.
Kodiak, let me ask you an important question.
All right.
Did you see this movie with your wife?
No,
No. So your wife did not see it.
no,
Okay, you
Was
do
she
realize
interested?
this movie was made for her and not you, right?
no. This movie wasn't made for my wife. My wife's a true 100% badass. This movie was made to propaganda my daughter. That's what this movie was. This movie wasn't made for badass chicks like my wife, who's worked their whole goddamn
So it
life.
sounds like your wife's a woman, not a whammon.
Yeah, my wife is a woman, not a whammon. This movie was made for people who didn't get what they wanted, so they cried about it.
Orange Man bad.
Yeah. Aquaman beat us this year. It must be because of male blah blah whatever excuse they have.
It's the sexism.
No.
Wow.
I'm gonna dye my hair purple as a protest. 90,000 women all look alike. Wait. My favorite thing. The other
It's
day,
no longer punk
Ben
rock
Shearer.
anymore to do it.
Ben
It's over
Shearer.
and done.
Wait, we all in the chat. He couldn't. He was recording. He was walking around the con, recording the con, so he couldn't see and focus on everything. And me in the chat kept seeing this one purple-haired girl follow him, and somebody else in the chat was like, the purple-haired girl is following you right when he's focused on a person who's selling, who has purple hair. Across from her is somebody who has like cranberry hair, and he goes to turn around and there's two other women with purple hair, and then and then he goes, that really narrows it down, and he turns and he finally sees her, and he's like, okay, wait a minute, and he walks over 2 aisles over, and then she walks by again, and he's like, oh my god, you're right. So but he was like, the point is, he was like, that really narrows it down because every female,
Who was this?
Ben Shearer.
Oh, he was live
Brian.
streaming from a con?
Yeah.
Is
And it annoys my wife so much. She's like, do you do this to be unique? What are you doing? She's like, we used to be into alternative stuff. We used to like when when people would tattoos, piercings, cool hair colors, but it's not that anymore. It's something else.
It's no longer alternative if it's mainstream.
Right? I don't even know what it is anymore.
So I'm sorry about earlier. If somebody who thinks that a film might be good, it might be good. I didn't mean to go off on female term. I'm not an expert on. It's just I just know I've set myself up to be and then disappointed with.
Me too. Me too. Especially with Terminators.
I remember saying to a friend of mine, this Disney Star Wars is going to be it's not going to work out well. This is looks like they're cashing in on nostalgia. This is when the first the Jar Jar Abrams came out with his Star Wars.
Yeah.
I knew that it was like, okay, they're cashing in on nostalgia. They got they got Han Solo and Chewie and then a plane and this looks like they're pandering to people. And I actually haven't seen that one Star Wars, but I heard that it was just like kind of a ripoff of what was it, Empire Strikes Back? Didn't he blow up like a Death Star kind of thing?
Oh yeah.
The what was it? I can't even think.
It was a planet.
Is it Force Awakens?
Yeah.
D loves all things. If Andrew says it wasn't good, it must have been really bad because Andrew likes everything.
Yeah.
I still haven't seen Captain Marvel yet, so
Yeah. Oh no, you know what I was just about to start blowing up at? The plot holes. They literally named the Avengers after her. After the fact that in the other movies, this was a woman reviewer, by the way, that pointed this out. In the other movies, they even say that the Avengers Initiative was started by something else, and I don't pay enough attention to remember what. But the plot holes, the amount of things they change, more than we thought, more than we were complaining about, like unbelievably thick plot holes.
Well, it's not a big thing, just a big and it's just a small thing, is if you remember after Avengers, the end of the last Avengers movie,
Mhm.
the beeper thing, the pager thing, how small it was compared to how small it is, big it is in this movie.
The lady reviewer I was watching said this was a small thing, but to me, I wanted to kill something. No, I'm just kidding. But Avery, maybe Andrew maybe Avery. I don't know if but all right, she's having a memory of back in 1989, right? And on a record player, not a Walkman, not a CD player, but a record player, Nirvana, "Come As You Are" is playing in 1989.
Okay.
I rest my case.
I don't remember that in '89.
That was 92.
And
That album came out in '92.
Yep.
And most people had CD players there. It might have come out on vinyl,
Or at least Walkmans.
But yeah, they was like.
I think I had Nevermind on tape.
Yeah,
I mean, it was possible to have it on record, but that's not what.
Yeah, I mean that would be the really cool thing to have. Would be to have the vinyl, but they became the trend to go and get CDs.
They're trying to push the '90s nostalgia. They should have had the Walkman.
Yeah.
I don't think you would have seen a CD in '89, or unless it was very expensive, because they were expensive then. But for sure, a Walkman.
Yeah. Yep.
Go
ahead, Avery.
Yeah, you would have had a Walkman if they had a Nirvana album in '89.
Bleach came out in '89. Nobody even.
Yeah. Nobody knew who they were then, except the really, really hardcore kids.
They should have had something like Faith No More or something. That would have really
kicked. Come As You Are.
Yeah. You know what? I liked No Doubt when they came out. When they played Just a Girl, I'm Just a Girl during a battle scene, it's not actually the song that sucks. Although we get it added with all the other stuff that they've piled on us. We get why the song's been changed. And it was changed to Just a Girl by No Doubt. And it's a very 90s song. I rocked out to No Doubt's first album. No qualms about it. But the action sucked. The scene actually sucked.
But why do they have to have I'm Just a Girl when we've already had all these female protagonists?
Yeah,
and
they could have
starred in movies for over 100 years now.
I was fine with them playing Garbage because I had Garbage album. They were an alternative band. They were with Butch Vig as a freaking drummer. I'm cool with that. But when they played that to add with all the other things they were trying to say, this, it's almost downright subliminal, but it was too stupid. All right. So the sky was pretty blue today. It was cold. My fish died. What can we talk about other than this?
Yeah, other than the garbage tier.
The soul drenching, leeching.
So we don't do too much spoiler review for Andrew?
Spoiler, the movie sucks.
Hot trash.
You will find things that you're like, what it'll do is you'll find things that you like, that could have been good, or this part was good. That makes the movie worse. When you find something in there, you're like, see, this could have been good.
Yeah, I wash my hands of all of it.
Yeah. I'm with that.
Well, they're correct. Well, I'd say one thing about the reviewers or who said it. The cat stole the show.
No, you're wrong. No, I would have agreed until the freaking Nick Fury scene. See, I went through that whole movie thinking the cat was bad because the cat, and you know what?
All right, spoilers.
Oh, let me spoil this for you, please, because it's so bad and it ruins continuity. It ruins it.
Well, then why would you want to spoil it for us?
Because you don't need to see the movie. You need to erase it from your mind. Trust me, I'm saving you.
I hate to say this, but Best Buy has released the images for the steelbook case for.
Please
Captain
don't
Marvel.
buy that. I will murder somebody for it.
Dude,
so you don't give Disney your money.
Honestly, it looks gorgeous.
And by the way, disclaimer to the internet: that was a joke. I am not going to kill anybody.
Why is it that we get?
Nor am I going to harm myself.
Why is it one can get in trouble for watching or even buying a book from like somebody who's just Comicsgate adjacent, yet they can go out and watch Captain Marvel and nobody, or Zach can go and read all those SJW comic books and nobody cares. So weird.
I don't know where you're coming out with that.
I don't know. Maybe I should just keep that back. I'm just saying
that was a shit stir if I ever heard one.
It's just been bothering me.
I seen you throw it and rattle it and throw it because look, I'm getting ready. You know, I subscribe to the Comicsgate ideology, but if somebody in Comicsgate don't like me, so what? That's the point. Buy something else. Get something else. Listen to something else. If you don't like Ethan, you don't have to. It doesn't have to be devoted to Ethan. I happen to like Cyberfrog. I happen to be entertained by Ethan, but you don't have to. Great book. Yeah, but you don't have to be. You know what? That is so sad that everything we complain about SJW just happened to Handyman. Everything. That is just. And
I wasn't going to give any examples. I was just speaking in general. That it just seems like there's a growing list of people that, you know, I could see not having some people not wanting them on their shows or whatever.
Right.
But like the idea that just even mentioning a book or even talking to somebody that that they could get, you know,
not on here.
Yeah.
No.
We try to avoid the drama, so
Yeah.
Same here.
But my point is that like I you know, I'm afraid I might get blacklisted because I just say hello to the wrong person. That's not good.
Well, you're not going to get blacklisted over here, so you're more than welcome to come by here.
Or you're not going to get blacklisted by us.
Yeah.
Whether you're Comicsgate or not, you're welcome.
Yeah,
you're welcome to come. Whether you're Comicsgate or not, that's the whole point.
Finally got the courage to say and I finally reached the point where I thought that the hashtag was useful because I'm not into hashtag activism, and now I just kind of wondering if I shouldn't have used the term.
Activism, is that a thing?
Yeah, like the whole thing with Black Lives Matter. That's a hashtag. It's also an organization and a bunch of organizations that some local organizations aren't affiliated with the national one. But yeah, they call it hashtag activism. Like hashtag Gamergate. And that's something nobody's able to talk about anymore. If somebody brings up Gamergate, no, we don't talk about that anymore. Well, why is that? Oh, we don't talk about it.
You know what, Lorenzo? I'm gonna do something that I think would be really cool because you and me seem to have a lot of opinions about what's just gone on, and I want to respect Andrew and not keep this up on his. So maybe you and I can. I don't normally stream at all, but I do have to vent on this because I feel like I lost a friend today. I feel like my friend's hurting, but you know
that'd be interesting because I'm not sure what happened, and I don't want to go on the stream and talk about it.
So we'll drop it for now, and maybe you and I'll hit. Do you have me on Twitter?
I think so.
All right, so we can look forward to that and just kind of
exactly.
No, we probably won't have a big audience.
You know, trying to promote. There's a book being promoted here. That's cool.
Heck, I just drew Handyman on Friday.
You guys are so weird. You know that?
We love you, Andrew.
I'm just playing with you, man. Just playing.
I wish I could draw characters. I need to draw Andrew.
You know who also drew Handyman? Hitler. I don't know.
We hear. Actually, wasn't the guy that did Handyman? Wasn't he on Doug's show recently?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm thinking of Doug.
The Andrew, you just today. Stop.
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 Don't.
It happened.
I didn't mean to.
Shit went all the way. I'm lucky to have warned y'all the day before it hit the fan, and then today it just went all the way to the top and right back down.
And I don't even know what that happened today.
To where he quit. He quit Comicsgate.
Doug did or Brad?
Brad.
Oh my gosh.
He's like, man, I'm sorry. I can't be part of a group who claims to be better than another group and then acts the same freaking way. And he left.
Did he quit Comicsgate or the comics industry altogether?
I think Handyman's still up. I would hope so.
Good.
Yeah, it's still up. It's still on.
I think that's good. If people don't like it,
But this is what I'm saying. I really want to. Unless Andrew does want to talk about it. If he does want to talk about it,
talk about it off stream. How about that?
Yeah,
there you go.
Good.
Sounds good.
Damn.
Speaking of which,
Avery knows what's up. I'm telling you.
You gotta go through the tulips around here. It's.
I heard a little. Well, I haven't heard any details, but I heard something happened.
Well, needless to say, let's go ahead and wrap the stream up for this evening, because.
Wait, you just had your stream viewers double. They're like, what are they? They're like rubbing their hands.
Well, no, I didn't. I wasn't paying attention to that. Sorry.
Yeah. Then.
Well, I think that's a problem with there's some streams and they're really popular, but then if they can get popular by dealing with drama, but then people might turn against them. So I don't want that to happen in this stream.
Well,
he says they'll have to stream your own way and do things your own way.
Oh,
Cecil said. D says Cecil deleted stream was crazy. Doug was super drunk. Now I started listening to that stream and then I went back to it and it was deleted. So,
but he came back sober and he still stood by his thing. Now, Doug is he wears his emotions on his sleeves.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell he's like straight. Let's just say let's forget Doug. Let's forget Doug got involved. He just brung it to the. He made the pros listen. He made the pros each one have their own stream on it. Whatever you think about Doug or whatever you think about what Doug did or his opinion on the thing, he made people stand up and listen to this thing that was happening that was wrong. It's exactly what SJW's done, and it was wrong.
Yeah. Well, we lost Avery. He doesn't want to talk drama. He has no interest whatsoever in it. So, and I understand that. But like you said, I have no clue what's going on. So,
yeah, it's just too bad. I think somebody, and I won't say the person's name. I think somebody just didn't want to plug the book, but the person was a moderator, and that's an interesting situation because moderators aren't paid, and that's
wait. You know what? If I did something that just offended Avery to the point of dropping off of I really want to drop it.
Trust me, it was me saying we can talk about it off stream.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah,
there he is. Back, Avery.
What's up?
Did I piss you off?
What's back?
No.
Oh, okay. Did Kodiak piss you off? Well, that I understand.
But we got Tank and Willie. Tank's here and Willie's back in the chat.
I tried to pause it and talk about it later.
Yeah, you guys, we don't want to talk about. I don't have a problem talking about it offline, but on the stream,
still live.
Yeah, we're still live. I haven't stopped yet.
Okay.
But I was just checking
what's
out.
Up, guys? What's up, Tank?
I was just checking out the Indiegogo campaign to see where we're at.
Where are we?
We are at.
Tank Ferret in the house.
What up?
Hey, Tank Ferret.
Read?
I will share and show you all where we're at.
You art of read.
All right. We are at $2,279. We're cruising along.
Cool. That's
Yeah,
that's the reason I don't want to talk about stuff like that on stream.
Yeah.
I know. But yeah, everything's going good. But Avery and I talked about the plan about extending the campaign, and there's a percentage, there's a dollar amount that I'm hoping to get to within the next 2 weeks, and if we're able to do that, I'll extend the campaign and push it some more. But we still have a little bit of time. But after this week, we're going full board. So I have reached out to some people, and we'll see if we can get as much exposure as possible. That's what we're gonna have to do. But
yeah, this is 22% funded. Does it say?
Yep, 22%.
Which still it's 2,279. That's not too shabby.
No, not too shabby at all.
No insult to shabby.
And no insult to shabby. There you go. Yeah. But yeah. Oh man, I'm just tired. I feel like I've been beat up today.
Did that happen?
No, I got into an argument with an old man, and I'd
Oh,
Just a random.
no! People are going to take this and they're going to cut. They're going to take.
Was he a scroll?
They're going to take this. And they're going to cut it up, and they're going to,
scroll.
they're going to have the handyman and the old man part, and they're going to.
What happened with the old man, Andrew? Why did you pick a fight with an old man?
Yeah,
I didn't pick a fight. I avoided a fight, but.
Oh, okay.
It is sexy Rick Piper on the panel.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
It is. Yeah.
Yes.
Tank Ferret says it is sexy Rick.
Yes.
I'm really going to have to start questioning some of your all's eyesight because I've seen Rick. I don't see sexy there at all. Maybe it's his voice. That you guys think is sexy, but you know.
That all started when I shaved once.
Oh, I wondered where that all came from.
You shaved and they started calling you sexy?
Yeah.
I don't know what I don't want to know what you shaved.
My beard. My beard.
Oh,
He shaved his sexy part.
Kodiak. Oh my goodness.
Oh no.
That's not nice. That's not nice.
Or should I say my lack of a beard, since I've got more just fuzz there most of the time. Not much more than fuzz.
Tank Ferret says I shouldn't judge a book by its cover, and you're absolutely right. He's got a beautiful, sexy soul. That's what it is.
Hey, I was wondering where they got that thing too, although I knew it was after I shaved. But
Hey Avery.
yeah. What's up, man?
The very first time I see Andrew actually in person, I'm gonna walk up and give him the biggest bear hug ever, like the most uncomfortable.
Be careful with his shoulder. His right shoulder's jacked up.
Oh no, it'll be lovey-dovey.
Okay.
Be careful with his shoulder.
I just gotta like you could really hurt him because he messed up his rotator cuff or something.
Yeah,
Andrew.
Hey,
Andrew's falling apart.
I am.
Just make sure you shoulder.
I am a massage therapist, you know, right?
Happy endings included?
No, that's illegal. We'll talk about that off stream.
Okay.
You'll just have to make sure you shoulder that right.
Oh God. Oh God, Christ.
Oh my God. What's going on?
With
That's
the
actually pretty cool.
joke.
I laugh harder, but I have a splitting headache.
Lorenzo, I am so sorry.
Dude, I left.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I think I started something. But that's really cool with Rick's drawing. I kept seeing it. Like I like that antenna guy.
Insecto. Yeah.
Huh.
I thought it was Arthur.
Hey, you guys want to see how the Hero Book 2 cover?
I like the name.
Yeah.
I just scanned it in, and I still got. There's still some corrections and some fixes that need to be
You're
made.
already at book 2?
No, book 1. Sorry, this
Okay.
is the cover. This is the new wraparound cover for book 1.
I got scared for him. Scared for a minute.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
coloring
like,
book 2. The second one's the art's already done for the second graphic novel.
Yeah,
I'm coloring it now.
he's coloring it now.
I'm
But
gonna.
this is the black and white. There's a few little corrections need to be made.
What, did you really do the second novel first?
No. I finished book 1, all the art, all the story, and then I started on book 2. I'm currently writing and drawing book 3.
Is this finished?
Avery? No, it's not finished.
I know
Avery
it's
is currently coloring book 2.
Then what's this image for?
This is going to be the new wraparound cover for book 1 for the Indiegogo.
Andrew.
Oh, the new cover. Okay.
How soon is this gonna be done?
There was a previous cover?
I'm still working on it.
Now, listen. No Kodiak bashing right now. Serious business.
Oh boy.
Because I'm gonna try to. As soon as you tell me, I will try to rattle some cages and see if they'll let you to promote your book / auction your piece off. Do you want to do that?
I don't think I want to do that just yet.
But it's so good on both levels.
But it's good. This is going to be a tier on the Indiegogo.
Well, that was one
the pages.
of the ideas. Yeah.
Damn it.
That's with the corrected face.
Yeah, that should definitely be a tier. You know, like a 500.
Elliot just, and this is a steal actually. Elliot just auctioned off he hasn't done it yet. For book 2 of Lone Star, he's doing a cover or an ash can or something. I don't know. Maybe I missed it. But on his site with Mike leading it, they did a impromptu auction to sell that undone piece for $13.50. I think the final out the door was.
Nice.
So that was fun. But that's got me inspired that, you know, if you could just get something that looks like this, because whether you're known or not, when they see this, they're going to be like, especially when they see the actual inks of it. Like when you go prepared with your camera to show it and touch it.
Yeah, Avery would immediately bitch at me about this line right here, but that's one of the.
I thought that was his computer doing that.
No. This is because I had to scan it in pieces.
Yeah.
I didn't line them up for this yet, so.
Yeah, get it lined up. Get that fixed.
Yeah, I gotta fix
that.
that.
I'm gonna show you a little trick that I did that might help at some point, but unless you're gonna buy a new scanner.
Well, the original piece is 30 by 20, so I don't have a scanner.
You might have to go somewhere, take it somewhere special to get it scanned in.
What I did is I found a square box that I knew was symmetrical. I put things that are large at the bottom of that box, and I set a level on top of it across, making sure it's thing, and then just put my iPhone on top, have the iPhone take it, and believe it or not, that actually does an amazing job.
There's places here with the drum scanner.
Yeah, that too.
If I have to, I will do that. But yes, it's coming along very good.
I think it would be one incredible way to promote your stuff if you can get another thing ready for some kind of auction, and I won't be able to rattle the cages loudly if it's not the cover of the book that's going, but I'm starting to think I might be able to rattle a certain cage. And I don't want to jinx it, so I won't say it.
Coming along very well.
Oh
nice
my God. Just, you know what? Forget everything I just said and just bring that to me and we'll be good. I have nothing to offer you.
But weren't you talking about using that for prints? Maybe?
Posters.
Yeah.
God,
and if you don't have the original, I don't know if you can do that.
Well, once it's properly scanned in and everything,
that would be such a good poster.
I can do more stuff with it, but right now it's.
Yeah, it didn't look like it scanned in all that well, but was that?
Well, I'm gonna have to redo it. I'm gonna have to redo
Okay.
parts. So. But there's still stuff that needs to be added to this. There's some gray wash that I want to add to, but I want to get the black and white properly scanned in first. So. But
Tank Ferret says, well, I believe he's talking about the. Rattle that cage. Get that money now. DC.
Yeah, this should be like a $500 tier on a $500 to $1,000 tier on your campaign.
Yep. Well, if we end up extending it, it'll be something that's definitely offered. So, because like we said, got to get that goal.
Tank even just agreed with me for the price range.
I think he was agreeing with me. No,
It would be cool if this got more visibility somehow. And how you go about it, I don't know, but whether it be an auction or somehow you get on some.
I think
end up on more shows, bigger shows, maybe. But or just even touring a lot of the smaller channels, probably.
Andrew needs to tap into his inner Nasser. It is time.
Which one of these did you say was better? I've got the Bombay White and I've got the Higgins.
Bombay sucks.
The Bombay to mix with the to cut the acrylic. Okay. The Bombay is better than the Higgins.
But you mix it with acrylic white?
Mm-hmm. Because that paper's off white, so he could go buy some Navajo white or some eggshell white acrylic and cut it so it's easier to manipulate to change that wolf face, to fix that wolf face.
Yeah. Well, right now I've done it digitally. I've redrawn it and done it digitally, but I want to fix it on the original as well. So
yeah.
But there's like spots where I shoved my hand in the ink and smeared it on the page.
Yeah. Just get some like Navajo white or some eggshell white, some kind of off-white paint.
Actually, I got 3 spots where I did that. Dang it! I didn't realize that. 2, 3.
What have you done in the past when that's happened, or hasn't it happened as?
I always fixed it digitally.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I scanned it in and then digitally go in there and just fix it because, it's not a. But if I want to sell the original, I want to make it as pretty as possible.
I find that interesting that you've never fixed it by hand before.
Oh no! Like I have like the very first image that I ever drew of Hero.
Not in years.
If I showed you the original drawing that I did of Hero, he doesn't have his tail. It was completely missing from the original drawing. I digitally added it later. Once I realized I forgot to draw it in on him. I draw it on him.
You George Lucas did.
Yes, I did. I George Lucas my own. Yeah, I absolutely did. And
I like that on South Park. They did an episode where you're going to do a Raiders of the Lost Ark, a remaster, digital remaster.
Are you doing D&Q fan edition this week?
I'm hoping to. I probably need to reach back out to him again. Figure out.
Did you ever get the whatever that thing is we use?
Discord.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because they're a lot of times they're looking for slots right up to the last minute, so you should be good right up. Yeah. I mean, you should.
Isn't Discord where people go and engage in those ops?
Discord one.
Yeah, I think it's another thing that was started for gamers.
I mean, people go in these engaging in these internet ops against each other, but it actually is useful for things because people keep mentioning it. It's just I just mainly heard negative things about.
Yeah, that's the reason I don't get on Discord because all I hear is bad stuff. Every time I hear about Discord, it's always something bad. Yeah,
it's always these YouTubers that'll record each other and then there'll be these conversations of people plotting against one another. So in my head, that's what I think Discord's all about.
Yeah, that's the reason I don't use it because I've had people say, "Hey, you should get on Discord." I'm like, no. It's always something bad. Every time I hear a Discord, it's always something bad. It's worse than Twitter.
It sounds like there's a lot of bunch of different communities on there.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Server.
All right, guys. I actually do need to wrap this up because I do have to go to work in the morning.
Oh, that stinks.
All you lazy asses that get to sleep in. I'm sure you love it, but not me.
I'm sleeping in tomorrow, but I got stuff to mail. I got errands to run and stuff to mail off.
Yeah, I was specifically talking about you.
But I don't work tomorrow.
Yes, I know. That's why I was saying it, because I know you don't work tomorrow. All right, guys. I appreciate everybody coming by and hanging out, chit-chatting with us. We had a good time. And we'll do it again really soon. Matter of fact, we'll do it again Wednesday. So,
cool.
Say goodnight, everybody.
I might stream tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
Yeah. I'll stream tomorrow.
Cool. We'll go hang out on Avery's.
Anybody who wants to join, just hit me up. Anybody in the chat too, just let me know. Hit me up on Twitter. I'll make a little.
Yeah, let me know when that happens.
Yeah, it'll probably be around the same time, probably around 7 or so.
Okay. Excellent. Cool. I love it when he does stuff like that. Makes it so much easier. All right, everybody. Take it easy. We'll talk at you later.
Later, guys.
Flat.